In the farthest reaches of the Arctic Circle, where ice meets the sky, a silent hunter begins its final journey. This is the polar bear, ruler of a realm built on cold, hunger, and endurance. But as the ice melts, its kingdom fades. This is the polar bear's last hunt. For thousands of years, the Arctic was its empire, vast, frozen, eternal. The polar bear's paws pressed the snow like a monarch claiming its throne. Each breath a mist of power, each step a testament to survival. This immense predator, draped in a coat of ivory fur, is a masterpiece of evolution, a being perfectly sculpted for a world of unrelenting frost. Its thick layers of fat and dense fur insulate it from temperatures that would freeze other creatures solid. Its massive, snowshoe-like paws, covered in rough papillae and non-retractable claws, grant it purchase on the treacherous, slippery ice, allowing it to traverse its kingdom with a quiet, regal grace. Every fiber of its being is tuned to the rhythms of the ice, a symphony of survival conducted over millennia. But today, this white desert whispers a warning. The ancient throne is beginning to fracture, and the eternal empire is showing signs of an impending collapse, not from an invading force, but from an invisible, creeping warmth that threatens to dissolve its very foundations. The air, once sharp and pure, now carries a different scent, the scent of change and of loss. The polar bear hunts not with speed, but with silence. It waits, listens, and moves only when the sea itself seems to hold its breath. Its eyes, sharp as frost, lock onto prey far beneath the ice. The seal, unaware, surfaces for air, and the bear strikes with lightning precision. One kill can mean survival for weeks. One failure can mean death. This is the art of the ambush, a deadly ballet performed on a stage of thinning ice. The bear will lie motionless for hours, a statue of patience, its black nose often covered by a paw, to complete its camouflage against the endless snow. Its sense of smell is so acute it can detect a seal's breathing hole over a mile away. When the moment arrives, the attack is an explosion of focused power. A lunge, a crushing bite, and the struggle is over. This hunt is the central pillar of its existence, the act that fuels its journey through the long, dark Arctic winter. It is a brutal, necessary ritual that sustains life in one of the planet's most inhospitable environments. But the reliability of this ancient dance is fading. The ice, once a dependable hunting platform, is now a mosaic of uncertainty, making every hunt a greater gamble. But the ice no longer listens. Where once the bear could roam hundreds of miles, now open water divides its world. Each year, the hunting grounds grow smaller, the prey more elusive. The polar bear's strength remains, but the foundation of its life is vanishing. The enemy is no longer hunger. It is time. The vast, interconnected highways of sea ice are breaking apart earlier in the spring and forming later in the autumn, creating vast stretches of open ocean that a polar bear cannot cross. It becomes stranded, a king exiled on a dwindling island of ice, watching its pantry drift away. This forced fasting pushes the bear to its physiological limits, burning through the fat reserves it so painstakingly built. The struggle becomes a desperate race against the calendar, a fight to find solid ground before its strength gives out completely. The bear is a marathon swimmer, but even the strongest swimmer cannot conquer an entire ocean. It is a creature of the ice, and as the ice retreats, so too does its world. The mother bear carries more than her own survival. She carries the bloodline of the Arctic itself. Her cubs, blind and trembling, depend on her warmth, her milk, her will. Every storm she endures is a promise that her kind will live another season. But promises are fragile in a world that melts beneath your feet. Inside a den carved from snow, she gives birth to the next generation. For months she will not eat, converting her own body fat into the rich milk that nourishes her offspring. She is their shield against the biting wind, their fortress against the howling void. When they finally emerge, blinking in the pale Arctic light, she must teach them the ancient ways of the hunt, a curriculum that is becoming obsolete. The skills she passes down, how to read the ice, how to stalk a seal, how to survive the cold, were honed for a world that is rapidly disappearing. She must lead them across a landscape that is more dangerous and less fruitful than the one her own mother showed her. Her every action is a testament to a fierce primal love, a desperate effort to secure a future for her lineage in a present that is falling apart. The bear adapts. It swims farther than any other land predator, through currents colder than death. Beneath the ice, its massive paws become silent oars. Its lungs defy the freezing deep. Evolution forged perfection, but even perfection cannot stop the thaw. This is a testament to its incredible resilience. We see it now not just as a hunter of the ice, but as a mariner of the frigid seas. Its body is streamlined for aquatic life, its hollow fur providing buoyancy, its powerful limbs propelling it through the water with surprising grace. It can hold its breath for minutes, diving to pursue prey in the ghostly blue world beneath the ice floes. This is adaptation on a knife's edge, a remarkable display of an animal pushing its biological limits to survive in a transformed environment. It is a desperate, awe-inspiring effort to keep pace with a world changing at an unnatural speed. But this newfound reliance on swimming is costly, burning precious energy that only a successful hunt can replenish. It is a strategy born of necessity, a sign not of thriving, but of surviving against ever-mounting odds. Warmth creeps northward, unseen but unstoppable. The Arctic burns slowly, not with fire, but with loss. The polar bear, king of frost, now wanders through the ghosts of its empire. Each hunt may be its last, each breath a memory of what was once eternal. The vibrant, life-sustaining ecosystem of the sea ice is being replaced by the dark, open water of the temperate world. The sun's rays, once reflected back into space by the white expanse, are now absorbed by the ocean, accelerating the melt in a devastating feedback loop. For the polar bear, this is a profound dislocation. It is an Arctic specialist, and its specialization has become its vulnerability. It walks on the shores of a land it no longer recognizes, its instincts screaming for an ice platform that is no longer there. It is a monarch surveying a dissolving kingdom, a powerful, solitary figure silhouetted against a backdrop of irreversible change, a symbol of sublime strength confronted by a force it can neither fight nor flee. And yet, there is grace in its solitude. In every step across the dying ice lies a story of endurance, power, and fragile majesty. The Arctic may fall silent, but the memory of the polar bear's reign will echo in every drop of melted ice. This is not an ending, it is a warning. The Arctic remembers. The lone figure trudging across a vast, fractured landscape under the ethereal glow of the aurora borealis becomes more than just an animal. It becomes a legend, a mythic creature walking the line between what is and what is lost. Its continued existence is a quiet act of defiance against the inevitable. It is the living embodiment of the wild, untamable spirit of the North. As we watch it disappear into the swirling snow, we are not just witnessing the potential fate of a species. We are witnessing a message written in the snow, a cautionary tale for all of humanity. The fate of the polar bear is inextricably linked to the fate of the planet. Its struggle is our struggle. Its loss is our loss. You've witnessed the power of survival. Join us. Subscribe to Hidden Wild for more untold stories of nature's last frontiers, because the wild still whispers.